what's up everyone? It's me, Joseph Cavagnaro, welcoming you back to another episode of Amiibo Unboxings. Right in front of me, I have the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. So yeah, I had no idea these released so early. I thought they were releasing in December, but yeah. Inside the box here, you get the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. However, I realized something. I thought these came out in December, but no, they came out in November, the same day as the Kirby Air Riders Amiibo. So yeah, this is the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. So yeah, now I'm gonna compare it to the other Amiibos. So yeah, this Amiibo actually, came out on November 21st. Retails for $40. However, I had a coupon with Best Buy and they gave me $10 off on this. So yeah, not sponsored by Best Buy, but yeah. Here's what the Amiibo looks like. Sadly, the wheels don't move on it. But yeah, I actually have several other Samus Amiibos. This one being from Metroid Samus Returns, this one from Metroid Dread, and this Samus Amiibo from Super Smash Bros. Actually, so here we go. Samus, Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U, then Metroid Returns, then Metroid Dread, and now Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. So, yeah. Interestingly enough, this Samus Amiibo has the same base as the Samus Returns and Metroid Dread Amiibo. So yeah, I just find that interesting. Now on to the games they're compatible with. Well, this one is compatible with. In the video game Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition Meet Up in Bellabelle Park, or as I call it, New Super Mario Bros. Wonder, you will actually get this time it was an orange flower pattern when you tapped in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. So yeah, it looks like the fire flower, and yeah, it looks really cool. In the video game Metroid Prime Blast Ball, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo, you get the Samus paint job for your mech. So anyway, now that you've got your Amiibo registered, and you tap it in, yeah, it'll give you a customer that when they enter your boutique, you'll get a little surprise, which is interesting. In the video game Metroid Prime Federation Force, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo, you actually get the Bounty Hunter paint job, which is interesting. You will get a 1-up whether you play on the 3DS, Wii U, or Switch version of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. In the video game Kirby Planet Robobot, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo, you get the bomb ability. In the video game Miitopia, whether you play the 3DS or the Nintendo Switch version, you will get the Samus costume when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. You could actually use the Samus and Vi-O-La multiple times, however, you'll only get the costume one time, and that's on the initial playthrough. So yeah, I had to make a new save file just to show that the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo will give you the Samus costume, but after that, it'll give you like 3 game tickets. In the video game Kirby Air Riders, you will get some random items when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. So yeah, for this one, I got decals added to my machine parts. In the video game Chibi Robo Ziplash, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo, you get 50 coins. figure has been added to the Chibi Capsule vending machine in the rare category, and it's called the Samus pose. You will get the amiibo box when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to the video game Yoshi's Crafted World. You will get random items when you tap the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo in the video game The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You will get a 1-up when you tap the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo in the video game Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury. This only works in the Switch version, it will not work in the Wii U version. In the video game Bayonetta 2 on the Nintendo Switch, you will get the following. Rodin's treasure has been unlocked. Kocher Bullet Galactic Bounty Hunter. You will get this when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to the game Bayonetta 2, the Switch version. You will get random items when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to the game Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. You will get some healing items and stars when you tap the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo into the video game Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. This only works in the Switch version, it will not work in the Wii version. Whether you're playing the new 3DS version or the Nintendo Switch version of Fire Emblem Warriors, you will get the same thing. You will get like some random items. In the video game Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, you will get some random items when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo. In the video game Donkey Kong Bonanza, you will get a boulder when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to the game. In the video game Kirby Star Allies, you will get some healing items and some stars when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo. In the video game Super Mario Party, you will get 100 party points when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo. You will get random items when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to the video game Fire Emblem Three Houses. You will get random items when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to the video game Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Whether you're playing the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you will still get the same thing, like some coins or some, maybe there's some stars and some healing items when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo into the game. Whether you're playing the Wii U or the Switch version, you will get a random item or some money in the video game Pokken Tournament. Whether you're playing Mario Kart 8 or 8 Deluxe, you will get the Mii racing suit of Samus when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo. You will get a random item when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to the video game Fire Emblem Engage. In the video game Super Mario Odyssey, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo, you could either get some coins or a heart, or you could talk to Uncle Amiibo and he'll give you a hint on where the moon is. You will get 3 star bits when you tap the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo into the video game Super Mario Galaxy. That is only on the Nintendo Switch remake. It won't work on the 3D All-Stars version. You will also get 3 star bits when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo into the video game Super Mario Galaxy 2. Once again, it has to be the Switch version. Whether you play on the 3DS or the Wii U version of Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge, you will get the box character when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo. Whether you play Super Smash Bros. For 3DS, Wii U, or the Nintendo Switch version, you could actually use the Samus amiibo as a fighter player. So yeah, you could level it up to level 50, and if you have the data from 3DS and Wii U, you can transfer it over to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and start at level 12 for the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. In the video game WarioWare Gold, if you go to Arcade, you go to Toy Room, you go to Miscellaneous, and then you tap on the art brush, and when you tap, you can, from there, you can tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. And Wario will draw Samus. Very poorly. You will get random items whether you're playing the 3DS, Wii U, or the definitive edition of Hyrule Warriors. Whether you're playing the 3DS or Wii U version of Yoshi's Woolly World, you will get the Samus Yoshi costume when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. Whether you're playing the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you will get random items when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo. Whether you're playing the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La Amiibo, anytime it'll give you the error, this amiibo, you have to play through more in the game. Yeah, I had to play up to the, I had to beat Volt Forge in order to use the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo. So yeah, when you tap it in, you can use boost recovery, and I think you also unlock music with it too. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but yeah. It's really interesting, but yeah, you do have to play through, at least you have to beat Volt Forge in order to unlock the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo. In the video game Metroid Samus Returns, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo, you can get, once a reserved tank is unlocked, this function cannot be deactivated until you start a new game. Unlock? Yes. You will get a missile reserve tank. To unlock this collection in the gallery, you must first beat the game at least once. After doing so, please tap this amiibo again. Finally, when you tap in the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo to Super Mario Maker, you get the Samus costume. So yeah, you can actually play as Samus in, well, only the Super Mario Bros. Version of Super Mario Maker. So ultimately, what I think of the Samus and Vi-O-La amiibo is that it's not entirely necessary. I mean, there are some exclusive games to it, like like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, that if you wanted music, I guess you could get the amiibo, but personally, I wouldn't pay full price for it. If you could find it for a good deal, great. I would highly recommend getting it at a discount, but ultimately, unless you're a fan of Samus or a fan of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I would just skip out on this one. Honestly, it's not really necessary, but or if you're trying to go for 100% completion, I would recommend getting it, but only at a discount though. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.